Welcome to this edition of the Business Video Look Ahead, your preview of the Business Video Expo to be held February 2nd through February 4th in Miami, Florida. I'm your host, Steve Onderhaar. Joined us this time, Toby Holmes, Vice President of Online Event Services for Worktank. Welcome, Toby.
Morning, Steve. Thank you.
First of all, can you tell us a little bit about Worktank and what services you provide to help corporations communicate more effectively?
Worktank is a firm located in Seattle, Washington, and we're an online events and digital marketing company. We help companies with their webcasting programs, either one or two webcasts or entire programs, and support those programs with digital marketing activities, the promotional activities, registration, the pre-event planning, the live event work, and the post-event metrics and reporting, as well as hosting and posting content. We've been around for 10 years. We run about 3,500 webcasts a year for about 80 different firms, and most of our companies are enterprise-sized companies, and we also work with some smaller firms as well. We're platform agnostic. We use tools like Live Meeting and WebEx for events that don't include a lot of video. And then we use platforms like Media Platform and some custom solutions that we've developed in-house for high quality, high production quality live video streaming webcasts.
Now, you're going to be joining us in Miami to take part in the Business Video Expo and participate in a panel called Live Video and the Changing Face of Business Communications. Can you tell us a little bit about some of the themes you'd like to emphasize and talk about during that session?
Well, there's a number of different things. First of all, the video environment is changing so fast you can't possibly keep up with everything. So the core theme there is to be nimble and practical and be very wise about the investments you make and make sure that they fit your strategic goals. And that's why we're here to help and why it's important for us to be platform agnostic, that we can recommend a practical approach for the strategic needs of an organization or even a business unit as they're trying to apply video. So video is changing very fast. The technology is very exciting, and we're also seeing the mobile space drive a lot of that change. And it's going to be a stretch for companies to understand what to do as that mobile access to video and the expectations of the attendees, be it employees or consumers, change. So that's going to be exciting to think about what's going to happen in the next 12 to 24 months. The other thing is video. The use of video online is an incredibly powerful tool. We're all used to watching TV shows, but now we can watch a TV quality broadcast online and be able to gather core metrics about the audience, allow the audience to interact in a way that's more engaging, keeps their attention, allows them to ask direct questions to subject matter experts, and also allows the event owners to follow up directly with particular attendees. And this is all consolidated in robust reporting, so it becomes an incredible tool, not just the quality of experience for the attendees, but to help drive those strategic goals of the customer. So the use of video in the enterprise space is becoming really, really important to drive true business metrics. And then thirdly, the technology is to the point where people don't have to travel, and budgets are constrained. Groups don't have the money to travel or the time to travel, and now we can take that video, the experience, the physical experience of an event or a conference, and bring it to a virtual audience.
So can you give us an example of how that's worked for an actual client?
I'd love to give an example of how we've done that for a group at Microsoft last year, where we ran 6 virtual events for them over a course of 6 months. There were 3,000 people who had attended those conferences in person in the conference centers. Simultaneously, there are 5,000 people who attended live virtually. Now, here's the interesting thing. Over the next 6 months, almost 300,000 people have come to watch the on-demand replays. So that's the power of scalability that video provides. 2 years ago, it would have just been a physical conference, and you would have been limited to those 3,000 audience members, and also limited follow-up and information about what their experience was or what's on their mind. So this is really changing the opportunities within the enterprise.
So when we look at some of the opportunities associated with live video, are there also challenges to deploying the technology? Sometimes people forget about the technology behind live video when they upload a video to, say, a service like YouTube. Is doing live video harder than it looks?
Yeah, it's a great question, because I think people's expectations are increasing. As a user of video or a consumer of video, it's pervasive on the internet. And so my expectations and others are very high about both the quality as well as the access, and we make the assumption that it's very easy to create and produce. Quite the opposite. Although the technology has improved vastly and it is becoming embedded with almost all the software tools that are available. It's very complex. Whether you're talking about just being in the room shooting the video and not even understanding the complexity of distributing it over a content delivery network or through a webcast platform, there's multiple steps that companies need to think about. The pre-production planning, the live event video shooting, the switching, capturing, and coding, the distribution, the management of the interactive features if you're using webcasting tools, the gathering of metrics, and then how do you make sense of all of this? And then when you have a live event going on, there's no opportunity to fail. You have to make sure that it's going to be fail-safe. You have redundancies and backups, contingency plans, and that really comes with a lot of experience. So we've cut our teeth on over 18,000 webcasts, and we can bring to bear those experiences and know anticipate what could go wrong and be prepared to help companies through those challenges. Because technology doesn't always work right. So it is complex, but it's also an incredible opportunity for companies to improve their offerings.
Well, Toby, we look forward to learning more about your experiences in the live video realm. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you. I look forward to the conference.
And thank you for joining us for this edition of the Business Video Expo. Be sure to join us next time for more insight from business video thought leaders who will be attending the Business Video Expo coming up February 2nd through February 4th in Miami, Florida. For the Business Video Look Ahead, I'm Steve Onderhaar.